everyone, and welcome to another digital tool tutorial on Methodologyland. We're now going to focus on interactivity in Genially. Genially has added a few new buttons so your materials can now become even more interactive because we have extra features. We're going to go to presentations and we're going to have a digital basic presentation. Let's do this one maybe to just break from the rut. Let's take this one. So unlike before, you're going to have more than just the 4 basic types of interactivity. Okay, let's go right ahead. Let's dive into it and let's check it out. I'm going to search for a page that has multiple things that are here. So let's start. How do we do the interactivity? How do we make things interactive? We click on anything. So again, anything can be interactive. I'm going to click on this one first and do the click button icon. It's going to say interactivity. I'm going to click on it and now we have 6. These 2 are marked as new. So let's try tooltip. It says a short label or description appears when you hover. So you're not going to click, you're just going to put your mouse on top of it. So let's see. La 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 la. We can write text. We can also add images. We can upload anything. Okay. And we can also do short videos. Okay. And we can also even do tables or even coding. But here is the deal. Tooltip is usually small. So tooltip is used for hints and different kinds of things, small pieces of information. Usually tooltips don't have clickable things, so these are reserved for the pages. Okay, so I'm just going to close it for now. So we have a tooltip. When you finish the interactivity and you click, it's going to give you the info which interactivity you selected, which is pretty good because you want to click on it and you just want to check quickly. Let's try another one. Again, interactivity, and we're going to click window. Now this one is where the extra activities happen. This is where you paste the codes from anything, from Quizlet, you can go to learning apps, WordWall, videos, whichever you want. So here is where we get, I'm just gonna go to YouTube and select a random, I don't know, it doesn't even matter. A random song.
Tražiš super popust? Tu je. Kreni u A1, mrežu u koju prelazi najveći broj ljudi.
Going to go back, right click paste. And we're going to wait because it's going to load the video by itself, which is a little strange now that it doesn't do it. I'm going to copy the link from the top. Oh yes, I'm in the code view. I'm sorry. That's my mistake. I accidentally clicked the code view. I have no idea why. Put it here in the normal and just wait for a few seconds. So your video is going to show up. If you want to delete this now, it's okay. So basically, you can keep it clean and you can delete even the link. Now here, you should add a text. You can add tables, videos, or any activity because it's going to be clickable. Let's try another one. I'm going to click here and I want to add a window. I want to add something that my kids can click, right? I have no ideas. So I'm going to go to WordWall because I'm just going to take anything, just show you. Whack-a-mole. Here's the whack-a-mole. Here is the farm animals whack-a-mole. And okay, I clicked on this one. So my students are going to be able to play this one in Genially. I'm just going to click on share. Okay, and then I need the embed. You have iframe, thumbnail, or small icon. Usually I use this one. Okay, copy HTML. Then you go delete this. You go to code view, right click paste. Then you go out of the code view and you have your game inside. Now you can make it bigger. You go to the code and find width. Width Now, okay, let's put 900. Height, how tall is it going to be? 500. Then you go back. See? Now it's bigger and takes the whole space. Let me repeat. This button is the code view. And if you go and find max width, this is 100%. We don't touch this. We just need the width and the height. Now, be careful with codes. You cannot delete these little tiny things because it's going to get broken. So even though it's just a punctuation mark, in language, in coding, they're very important. Click on save, and voila. Your students are going to be able to play this within your Genially. Let's click on the preview button. It's going to allow you to check it before you publish. Let's click on this one. See? This is just going to be a hint. When you move the mouse, it disappears. This is why it's mostly used for pictures and a little text and something like that. Now we have the video. It's going to be a pop-up. And when you click on play, the fun thing is it's going to be a full screen. So even though it's like this, your students can do a full screen even on their phones, all the devices. If you click on info, again, this is all window. See, now we can play it. Again, we can put a full screen. So basically, okay, now this whack-a-mole, here it is. Okie dokie. So I just wanted to show you this portion. Let's go check another kind of new interactivity. Go to page. Go to page is very important because this is how you create quizzes. This is how you create all the interactive things that require the students to click on something in order to progress. So if you go to page, you can go back. This is used for quizzes. When you have a question that's incorrect, it's just going to go back to the question page. Okay? First page, previous page, next page, and last page. Depending on where you want your students to land, you're going to use this. But you can also mark it. I want my students to land here, this random page. Okay? I marked it. See? I'm going to click save. And it's going to say, go to page 11. So basically, you can send your students to any parts of the presentation, and you can also create infinite loops. Go back, which is used for an incorrect question in a quiz. In the description box here, I'm going to link another video that shows you how to link and use the go back and next page to make quizzes. Let's go to another one. If we click here, now we go to the link one. You can open in a new tab or open replacing Genially. Now, here is the deal. This is very cool. Why? Open a new tab. It's going to open a link in the new tab. I'm just going to click like this. Okay. This is a code. I need a regular link. So it's going to open in a new tab. Let's check it out. So when I click here, it goes to page 11. Got it. Now, because I just gave you a little test, I'm going to go back to our testing page. I'm going to click on the info, right? No, I did it here. Sorry. It opened a new window. Got it. That's interesting. Okay. But now, I'm going to stretch so you can see my link here. So instead of the Genially, it's going to continue to the next one. Let's give it a test. We go to link and we click open replacing Genially, same tab. Why is this so amazing? If you want to send your students outside, okay, if you don't want your students to have the access to Genially anymore, if you're doing a web quest, if you're doing an escape room and you want them to continue to another resource and lose the link to go back, which again can be very good for some games, you're going to click this, open replacing Genially. So basically they come to this part of the game, and when we click this, now since we are in the preview, we cannot do it. We have to publish. Okay, so here it is. Let's go to present and I'm going to show you what's going to happen. So pay attention to the top. So I cannot see because my recording is covering this portion. So now this link is going to disappear and we're going to go to the word wall. See? They can't go back if they know how to use this button. But it's fun because suddenly they go from one resource to another and basically it doesn't open a new window. So if you're creating an activity like that, it might be very useful. Let's go check the new 2 types. They're very amazing. For them, I'm going to go to this page. I want to make a picture dictionary. So for example, I want my students to have a dictionary. So let's see. I'm going to have this piggy, absolutely random again. And then I'm going to have this computer. I want my learners to have a dictionary here, and I want them to click on these things. Okay? So when they hear, it's going to be like a soundboard. Why? We're going to do the audio. Now, we're going to record it, but I think you can also paste the link if you are using another recording app that can be linked. I think there are many. Let's just check Vukadin because that one is very old school. It's been there for a long time. Okay, let's allow it. Sound test. We're just doing a test. We stop, save and share. Now we have this option. It's going to, you can download, send a QR code, which is fun, right? Embed, but we don't need embed. We just want to do this. We're going to copy. Okay. Now when we copy and go back, oh, oops, I copied it wrongly. Yes, you need a full one. When we copy it like this, we are able, we are not. So I'm sorry, it needs to end with the MP3. Yes, that's my bad. I can research and I'm gonna put it in the description to see which online recording tools end in my audio MP3. Anyway, let's go what we need, what we came here for. So we are going to record within Genially. Click to record. This is just a test. Okay, I don't want this one. I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm gonna delete it. Okay, I want a new one. I'm going to record it. And now I click on a piggy. So I want my students to have this dictionary. So I'm going to speak very slowly and sound like a dictionary. Pig. And I'm going to add it. Now I want my students to do, see what is this? I'm going to do it again. Laptop. And I'm going to mark it and save. Now here's the deal. If you want your students to click something special, you go ahead and you will, maybe, let's check. Now this is cool because we also have a click. This is absolutely new. This wasn't there before. So if you click it, it's going to do something, right? If you click, it expands. This is brand new. Hover mouse, continuous. So basically that's a clue. It's going to start pulsing, but maybe not that. Let's go to hover mouse. So if you hover, it's going to expand. If you hover, it's going to expand. So when they go with the mouse, it expands. Okay, let's present it. Now I have to check if I have set my recording to catch. I don't think I have, so you'll probably not be able to hear. I don't think I set it to catch the computer sound. I forgot, I'm sorry. Anyways, when you click now, see?
Pig. Laptop.
Yes, as I can see, it catches the computer sound. So your students are going to be able to check, have a soundboard, have a game, have a hint, you name it, whatever you want, this is going to allow you to do it. And last but not least, we've got this new one, which is very cool, for different kinds of games. I'm gonna go to a new page. I'm just gonna delete this. I want the kids to, I don't know, I want them to do some kind of a search. And there are a lot of things. So let me go ahead and I'm going to search. I have no ideas. Just give me a second. Spot the difference. Let's check. Spot the difference for kids. And I want one with a lot of detail, right? Let's find one that has a lot of detail. I don't know. I'm just going to do anything. Of course, make sure to respect copyright. So you can't just copy and paste without crediting. I'm just going to do this for the test again. You cannot do this with your general editing. Right click and find. So I don't want, hear me out, I don't want my students to just see it like this. I can stretch it, but let's face it, that's boring. Maybe you want to make a lot of word searches, a lot of activities in one page, right? So you can do a lot of fun stuff to do that. Here it is, for example, this is one idea. So you want to have multiple activities in one page, right? You want to stretch it to fit. So that looks pretty fun. So now you can have multiple, right? You can have multiple of these. So suddenly it becomes your game page with pictures, right? Okay, let me just check. Now the thing is, we need to keep this back. That's a problem because the clickable one needs to come first. So that's a mistake. Put it back. Oops. Sorry. Put everything back. Now, if I click on this and I click on full screen, it's going to stretch on the full screen and the kids are going to get a chance to zoom in and check it out. Let's present this one. And this is just one idea. How can you use it if you want to make a board with different kinds of activities? Now, see, this is tiny. And when they click, boom, it becomes like this. They can find the mistakes, they can write down, do whatever you planned, and then just close it. And then they have another zoom in activity. This is also cool if you want to add a lot of infographics, right? Usually they're going to take up a whole page, but if you want to add infographics for like studying or of live learning or whatever you want to do with them, you can zoom it in. So that saves you space and organizes things a lot. So to finish off, Genially now has these 4 types of interactivity. They're going to make more and more and more. I do hope you use these functions creatively because there's so many ways to use them. And I do hope this tutorial motivated you to make your materials more interactive because you need it, the kids need it, and if the kids are engaged, teachers also feel happier. Don't hesitate to click, be creative, and again, don't be afraid. If you make a mistake, you have the magical undo save button. So everything can be saved and edited. Bye from Methodologyland. See you soon.